Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by lush green fields and towering mountains, lived a boy named Arjun. Arjun was known throughout the village for his easygoing nature. While he possessed a bright mind and a kind heart, he was also famous for his laziness. Each morning, as the sun peeked over the hills and the birds began their cheerful songs, Arjun would still be nestled under his blanket, dreaming away the precious hours. His parents, hard-working farmers, often encouraged him to help in the fields or learn new skills, but Arjun would simply shrug and say, "There's always tomorrow." Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but Arjun's habits remained unchanged. His friends would invite him to join their games, to study together, or to assist with chores, but more often than not, Arjun would find an excuse to postpone his involvement. One crisp morning, the village headman arrived with exciting news. The king had announced a competition, a grand challenge open to all villagers. The winner would receive a bag of gold coins and a scholarship to study at the Royal Academy. The task was simple, yet daunting. Participants had to grow the largest pumpkin in 3 months, using only the resources available in the village. Arjun's eyes sparkled with possibility. The reward was tempting, and he imagined how proud his parents would be if he were to win. He eagerly took home a handful of pumpkin seeds, promising himself that he would start planting the very next day. Yet, when morning came, Arjun decided the day was too hot. The next day, he felt too tired. The excuses piled up, and the seeds remained untouched in a small bowl by his bedside. Meanwhile, Arjun's friend Ravi wasted no time. He tilled the soil, planted his seeds, and watered them each day at dawn. He watched over his small patch of earth with care, removing weeds and protecting the seedlings from pests. Other villagers, young and old, also got to work, tending to their gardens with hope and determination. Weeks passed, and Arjun finally remembered his seeds when he saw tiny green shoots sprouting in Ravi's garden. Panicked, he rushed outside, dug a shallow hole, and hastily planted his seeds. But the soil was dry, and he forgot to water them. Days later, nothing had grown. Frustrated, Arjun blamed his luck and spent his time watching others' pumpkins grow, their vines spreading across the gardens like green rivers. As the competition's end approached, the village buzzed with excitement. Ravi's pumpkin grew round and golden, fed by daily attention and care. Other villagers showcased their own impressive pumpkins, each reflecting many weeks of hard work. Arjun, on the other hand, had nothing to show but an empty patch of earth and a heavy heart. On the day of the judging, the king's messengers arrived, marveling at the vibrant gardens and the villagers' dedication. Ravi's pumpkin weighed more than any other, and he was declared the winner. The villagers cheered, and Ravi's eyes shone with pride. When Arjun's turn came, he stood before the empty soil, feeling the sting of regret. He realized that time, once lost, could never be regained. Afterwards, Arjun sat quietly beneath a tree. Ravi joined him and placed a comforting hand on his shoulder. "You're smart and capable, Arjun. Imagine what you could achieve if you used your time wisely." From that day forward, Arjun changed. He woke with the dawn, helped in the fields, and dedicated time to learning. With each passing day, he discovered the joy of accomplishment and the satisfaction that comes from effort and perseverance. The story of Arjun spread throughout the village, reminding everyone that time is the most valuable resource. Those who use it wisely can transform their lives, while those who waste it find only regret. By embracing each moment and making the most of every opportunity, even the laziest among us can achieve greatness.